Okay, so welcome to the second half for part 4. So in this time, we are going to implement templates with side menu. So basically, atong running up now is na siya tabs. Now, ato na lang buhaton is we'll try and add, let's say, side menu for our application here now. So going back sa atong application ganiha, we already have this basically set up, no? So ang ato na lang buhaton karon is try and improve this using side menu. Okay, so first na lang ko i-fix, change this one. Okay, now implementing a side menu for this app is medyo tricky siya nga kuan implementation, no? So to show that to you, we need to use several concepts nga dapat ninyo po probably review or maybe i-check ninyo, no? Using view child and element referencing. Okay, so ang first thing natong buhaton is we need to define or we need to create some template reference sa to ang display. Kung asa na to gusto i-display ang ato ang selections atong side menu. Now, to do that, we need to use the pound sign and let's say no, we are then referencing this tab view later on so that whatever selections we do with our side menu ato siyang i-load ani nga tab, no? So to implement side menu kinahanglan nang mo gamit sa ion menu na uh, nga directives ionic, and then we can then pass here this attribute and pass the reference na value na natin no? So inside this ion menu, then we can add ion uh, ion header and as well as ion content, no? And then inside the header, we can then add ion toolbar, and we can set ion title, and we can say menu here. So we will use toolbar because we don't want any back button. If we use nav bar on top, manggod, ma-appeal to niya tong back button always added when we are navigating. So para ma-prevent nato na, then we use the toolbar na directive. Now inside the ion content, then we can add ion list. And then okay, this is another thing siguro that you can nawala na ako na demo last time. In list, by the way, you can use button as a list item, and then you can just say ion item to the button. Pwede nimo siya i-define like this, no? And then pwede natin nga diri og home and say ion icon name home, something like this, no? And then ito lang i-copy and paste. Then I will say add here log out, then settings. Okay, check na to. So you notice we are able to add down the menu, no? So and so basically as easy as that, no? You can add already your menu. Pwede nimo siya i-add. Now ang ato na lang is once we click this unsay atong gustong buhaton, no? So we can then assign some or we can bind some events for this to happen, no? Okay, one thing that I'd like to also do is I'd like to theme our homepage. Kusang i-theme up homepage na to. Medyo mingaw man. So say color primary as well as this, no? So primary, and we can also copy and paste this here, and as well sa array, pwede ninyo siyang gamiton to stylize our app, no? So basically kung ato siyang slide, and so yep. So now we get this menu here. Now the thing is, atong button is we don't want like swiping it mga atong hinaon, no? What we want to do is ato siyang i-click, di ba? So we are going to use a button here on top to add this toggle, no, menu toggle to open and close our menu controller. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do first. Okay, okay, here on tabs, we need to add the menu controller para makontrol na to ning open and close aning menu, no? So we'll use that and then menu controller, and then we are going to use it here. So private or public, I don't know sa menu, then menu controller. Ayan, no? Na. Okay. So next thing is okay, that's just fine. Menu controller. Yep. Menu. Must never read. Let me just check if I'm importing it correctly. Going to tabs. Yeah, yep, pretty much correct, no? So I'm doing it correctly. Okay, so the next step is we will add a button here on top sa atuang application to just toggle this side menu. So going to our home, since mo man ni siya, then we are going to add a button on top of here sa atuang title, no? So we can add ion buttons, and then what we will do is we will add an ion button. Okay, ano din na siya. Before I show you ion buttons, I'm just gonna have to show you this one. Ion buttons, and then we're going to add ion icon name. Basically, pwede mo gamit sa menu. Now, going back to ion icons, pwede rata mo menu. Then you can use this, no? So, pwede rata igamiton kaning isa, no? So, menu. We have this menu here. And then, kung ato ni siyang balikan dito, iron button is verify. Okay, sorry. So I think it should be button. And, yep. And then check. Excuse me. Let me rebuild. Okay. So why are we adding the iron button here? You might ask, anong dira na to na siya gidugang? Okay, I think I need to, let me just here. Let me see. Okay, so um, let me just check what was the so maayo nga implementation. I think yeah. Okay, so pwede ra siya separate. Okay. Anyway, so ito sa na igawas. Okay. So, okay. Mga tanas siguro mo anong diri man nato sa ayon home butang anong wala sa tabs. It's because ang atong display nga gina-view karon is ang kaning view sa tab, no, which is the home page atong default. Now, we can set magud button. We need to set buttons onto this page para, for example, diri nato siya i-implement ano no, kani nga page. So, ato nang buhaton karon since tanaw ninyo medyo bati nga pagka-plaster ang button. Usually nganing mahitabo, no. Sumutong dapat i-enclose na to siya og ion buttons because with this magud we can put it in our kuan kana bang ma-organize na to atong button sa baling atong kanon ganito. For example, now we have this ion button here. Okay, okay, let me just relate it back. I'm just gonna check kasi check nga nung naog na siya. Yep. Okay, so we need to add this here. Okay, considering that we can add button by the way like this. Pwede ta mag-add of several buttons sa itong application. And if your app, for example, requires to, example, use two buttons, both left and right, you can also do that. Now, for example, instead of this, you can say plus sign. Maybe, pwede ninyo ni buhaton ni ngani. Basta. So, pwede gyapon ninyo yung ngani yung app. Let me just check what are those plus. What is this? Add. Okay, so add. Pwede mo magbutang og button dire maybe for your ad and no, so pwede ninyo buhaton na sa inyong app. Okay? So you can organize that by adding these ion buttons here and then verifying asa ang iyahang position like either left or right. So before ang gamit is either start or ang isa is end, no? But I think sa bagong ilahang implementation, yeah. So I think sa ilang bagong implementation, they are using it left and can use it right, no? Something like that. So now we have this ready na atong pana. Ato na lang is atong i-try og bind og event ani nga pag i-click nato ni na siya buhaton, no, either i-open niya ang katong menu nato, no. So ang ato lang anon is magbuhat ta og event diri sa ato ang home to open the menu, no. So ang atong buhaton is say so to open the menu ani erase. Open the menu, ako lang sang i-import to nga controller, menu, controller. And this menu controller is going to be implemented here. So private menu controller. Menu controller. Yung record ba? Okay. Menu controller, and then after this, then siyang gamiton dire. So say open menu. Open side. Oh, yeah, menu. Yun, no? So with this, pwede rin tayo gamit ang menu controller. We can say this dot menu controller dot open. And then you go. No? So pwede rin natin naikuhan. Then atong i-bind dire sa atong event. No? So ito sa i-bind dire. For example, kini nga button no, to ibahin na siya diri. So, i-click, then open menu. Say, ano to? There you go. Now, it's a fully working na application. No? So, pwede na to no? So, now it's working now. So, that's how you implement side menu. Now, ang last na lang dayon is, for example, how do we allow, like example, pag i-click na to ni, how do we display the page that we want to do? No, so, ang akong buhaton ani is, going back to tabs, here, mag-bind tawag event, every time nga i-click ni, na siya na-load na page. Now, pwede ta mag-bind ng event na on-click, then say, load page na, then, pwede ra ta mag-asa diri o basically page nga atong gustong i-load, no? So, pwede na to i-pasa diri atong gipang-bind. For example, kaning homepage, no? So, kaning front page, pwede na to na ipasa diri. So, say, homepage, ana, and then, tarang na i-copy paste diri. Sample settings, by the way, wala man tayo settings, mag-add sa ko settings in kuan page. Say, Ionic, generate, page, settings. Okay, so for example kani, so pwede na tayo settings page, ito na lang ibutang daan. So, dayon here, ato siyang i-declare, no? So, settings page is equal to settings page. Pero, ato siyang i-import ang settings page. Okay, it's already imported. And then, going back here, ato siyang i-register ang settings page, no? Para mo-work siya. So, settings page from settings pages, settings, and then settings. So, I copy, paste, no? So, pag mahuman ni, okay, pwede na rin na ito siyang gamiton. Okay, ito lang sa siyang i-define diri. Ito, gamiton yung variable. And then load here, no? And sa logout, pwede po ito mag-bind ng event. Example, click, and then to log out. Okay. Ano lang. Now, kini ato na siyang i-implement. Medyo naay kuan ni gamay, tricky nga implementation. So kindly watch how do I load the page atong buhaton. Now here sa tabs page magbuhat ta og bag-o nga method, say load page, no? And here we are going to say we are going to require a parameter which is page. As you notice nagpasa ta og page, no? So we're going to pass it like this, okay? Now, as you know, na sa tuhang development before, when we pass a page or when we navigate, we use the nav controller like this, no, that push or something like that. Now, the problem with this implementation is that we are actually loading it in a root page. Git kibali kay. Remember, the time that we do log in, by the way, ito sa running i-change niya. So, oops, sa change. Time that we do log in, tabs page atong imong root, diba? So we're going to set this as our root. Now, nav controller usually are not used or good in this scenario. So we need to use a decorator para ani ang implementation, and we are going to call the view child decorator para itong gamiton, and so view child. Now with view child magod, we can check onto that itong gibahin bitaw diri nga kuan template nga reference or local reference. Pwede na to na siya i-target diri sa ato ang view, no? para atong ikuan nga every time magbuhat ang new instance ani niya, every time nga mag load tag page, pwede dili na to siya i-push ani nga view, no? So kaning side menu kani atong gi-target ari, no? So ang atong buhaton is kani since na naman ni every time mag-load tag page, instead of nav controller, we are going to use the side menu. That entry din tamingon nga set, no? Set root and then atong ikuan diri ang page. Alam, no? And another is ato rin itong gamiton ang menu controller. Every time nga mag-set na tawag root, then this dot menu controller dot close. Okay. Para pagpili na to sa page, or let's say, makita lang ako sa inyo. Actually, this is, I think working. So, try na to Sample, open menu is not a function. Open menu here. Open menu. Open menu. Okay, drama mode sa Ionic. And click and it's working. So try to click home or let's say settings. It's a problem. Okay, so nagdrama na po siya. So anyway, best thing pag ingani-gani nga medyo bisag marag kita nato nga dapat na register naman siya, no? Register naman siya. Sige po siya error. Better cancel your running app and then serve it again para imong ma-test. Okay. Serve it again kay medyo kana siya. The error naman. So ito siyang i-check settings. So siya notice na load ang settings but the thing is wala nag menu close. So mo to siyang reason na we need to here trigger na to ni para pag kanya error na itong i-load atong settings. By the way, wala na to na stylean ang settings. So what I'll do is going here, say settings and color primary. Going back to account also medyo na kayo mabutangan pa nato. Anyway, kaya ito siya i-remove. And so, sample home, oops, settings, yeah. Going back to settings, tapos ay polish. Okay, so settings, no, so let's see, so may tabo, say home, oops, going back to tabs, register niya siya. Load page, check na to, home, okay, muling home, settings, see, pwede na to siya nga niyo, no? Settings. And as you notice, kung ngayon mo, oops, nawala ang menu, then, yeah, basically, you can add then, for example, ito itong ibuhat sa home. Gusto niyo na add po to dito. So, pwede ito sa home. And again, pwede rin na ito ni kopyahon, kining iron buttons. Then, going back to settings. Here, pwede rin na ito siya idugang. And then, another adjustment sa ito, nang i-add ni siya. So, from here, in menu, ito lang na i-add settings. And ito lang i-import ang menu controller. Menu controller. Set another parameter or instance there. Sorry. Menu controller, then menu controller. And so Okay, so example settings, ayan, and home, and ayan, so pwede na mag-define og logout, no? So, yeah. So, na lang. Now, so, okay, last part siguro is magdugang na yung tag-logout. So, diri sa ato ang tabs, magbuhat ta og logout nga. Ano, so, instead diri sa home, diri na to siya i-assign sa kuan. So, we will do this, do logout. Here, ito lang siyang i-butang. Dire. And then, set root login page. So, ito lang na itong i-import ang login page. Dire. So, import login page from /login/login. There you go. No? So, ato lang na yun siyang i-set root. Now, nala ko ipakita nga scenario sa inyo ani karon because medyo na slight na slight issue ni siya, no? In which actually it took me a while to do or know sa itong ano. So, example, can we example lang out. Right, very good. So, wait. Okay. Okay. I think wala siya ni occur dere, but let me just discuss it to you para ma-aware sa mo. Okay, we clean things up first. Ano, basta niya. So, may tabo is, na-instance siguro, sa inyuhang app na later on na. Example, when you log out, na ay tendency nga mo remain to diretong ang tabs, no? Naiingana, no? Okay. So, ako siya ni pastar ay medyo pangit ang login. So, wala na take effect ang placeholder, no? Yep. Login page. So, yun. Supposed to be input type text placeholder. Ano ba may gana? Anyway. Okay. Kani adi ang problema. Now, I'm going to revert back our application to login page as our default. And ako'y so ito lang i-delete ang tabs really because we don't need it to be the default page now. We need the login page to be our root page. So, let's say kanino. For example, admin. And admin. Say login. I don't know, if this won't happen sa inyo, then good. Okay. Seems to me na wala siya ni take effect dire. Anyway, let me show to you the scenario nga kung gusto mong sabot. Para lang po makita ninyo ni because this has been a problem by many people also sa now just in case ma-encounter ninyo, no? For example, say, okay. So, you notice, wala ko ni gamit diri og nav controller and I'm using I'm using the Sidemenu katotong gibuhat nga instance sa nav controller. And may mga ingani nga instances like for example admin say log out. Kaya kita ninyo ni nga naay naapa ni, no? So, naay mga ingani nga case siguro na ma-miss nato. But I think karon I think I also find a way to solve it by instead of relying on Sidemenu, Let me close this kaning uban ani para ma-discuss tawag tarong. Okay. Ito'y tapad sila. Kay diri man good, as I implemented it a while ago, kaniyang gigamit. So, siguro, yeah, because there was an issue man good nga. Example kanila lagi, masig lipat baka kaya or maka-encounter mo ani. So siguro you need to make sure na naman ko yung mga work around ko ani no using using the app component yun. Pwede na to i-access ang login page no. For example, kini then when I do log out, so nawala na siya no. Mo to iyang work through. But I was thinking, yeah, I think mo to akong mistake. Now I was kuan magod using kaning side menu as the main na dayon nga kuan. But I think ma-avoid na to nga problem if kano sa to sa ma-avoid. Ma-avoid na to if ang atong buhaton is we don't set tabs as our wait, tabs as our root page, no? Because if we set man good tabs as our root page, we cannot use nav controller muna siya. We cannot use nav controller. For example kani, we cannot use nav controller as our kanang navigation manager no sa ato ang stack. So mag-rely ta aning side menu no. So naay mga inganang instances but ayan definitely by the solution is just to make sure na ang tabs nga page is not the root page nga itong i-display no para ma-avoid na to na and so that we can also use the nav controller sa ato ang setup. So I think this is the cleaner implementation no medyo ganahan ko aning implementation. So ayan so I think that's the app na kuan no set this is the thing that you can do. You can add a side menu. We do no so we do add tabs and side menu tapos no so we add also button headers. So and so that's it for this tutorial. So I hope ma-follow ninyo ni ang side menu and tabs. Medyo kind of ayos ni siyang implementation especially if our app has multiple pages and there are different things that we do no? So pwede ninyo ni gamito no. So and that ends for this video. So another video will be created for Firebase no. So later siguro this evening if makaya na ako I will upload Firebase and I will also start uploading a video for kanang Ionic nga native API ang gamiton no? Para makita ninyo ang implementation. So that's it for this video. Thank you. Okay. Good morning. Okay.